Though somebody correct me if that's not right.
Alrighty, we're back live, and I'd like to call to order the meeting, the May meeting of the trustees of the Waltham Public Library. We currently have 3 trustees and may be joined shortly by additional trustees. We'll start and we can record their attendance as the meeting progresses. So I call the meeting to order, and at this point, we have attendance by 3 and call the minutes of the prior meeting, of the April meeting.
I thought they looked fine. I
They
would
look,
move to accept them.
they look good to me too. So Martha with a motion to accept. Steve, we got a second? Seconded by Steve. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Very good. And expenditure report.
Expenditure report holding steady. I think our bottom line is about 70%. So we're more than okay for about a month and a half left. So
All righty.
we look pretty good. Even less, just under operating expenses. Even less. So we're in great shape.
Good, good. And everything's looked like it was, anything that was out of line looked like it would fall back in.
Yeah.
See in the materials, I assume you're spending the materials budget madly at this point.
Yes, that will end up being closer to 350, 360. So we're way ahead of that number. So yeah, we're in good shape.
Good.
Yeah.
All right. It looks like Marie's, there we go.
Heck yeah. Old computer, it just froze, and then, oh my God. And I want to get a new computer, but the Apple Store isn't open and I'm panicking. Okay.
We're back now.
They're great when they work. Maybe you can get a loaner from the library or something. huh?
Maybe, yeah. So
Okay,
what did I
great.
miss? The minutes?
Yes, we accepted the minutes, and we're just about to accept a motion to place the expenditure report on file. Is there a motion from the floor?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Steve again, great. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion clearly passes. All righty. And a report
Who did
on,
can I go back? Who did the minutes?
It was the same.
it was up both. Martha
Okay.
moved both and Steve
All right,
seconded
thank you.
both.
Thank you.
They both passed unanimously.
Yep.
I'd like to compliment you on being able to revive the computer and kick it into gear one more time at least.
You ran running on the minutes. Oh, yeah.
All righty, library operations.
Yes. Everything's holding pretty steady. No major changes or concerns. You'll see this is for the for the April Cirque stats, really the first month where we had no transactions to compare it to from the year before. There's just a couple of items under 2020. There were some staff in the building periodically from time to time, which would account for that. But mostly it's just the 2021 stats. So, the bottom line, we're up 264%. So, we'll take it for now. But yeah, right now we're looking at the numbers look so great because we're not comparing it because we were closed in April of last year.
As I mentioned to Kelly earlier, the number that jumped out at me was for 2020, there were 4 adult books
Yeah.
that were loaned for the month. It's like, my gosh, authoritarian government couldn't have done a better job of
Yeah,
closing it down
Yeah.
than what we were doing.
Yeah.
It's good to see a nice revival. And the ebooks, of course, were steady, and the Kindles.
Yes, that's a good, that stat, holding pretty steady from last year to this year. That's a nice area to look at. So, yeah, numbers look good. We went down a little bit on the rank. We were 18th highest Cirque in the network. I think some of that is due to, continues just to be the hour situation, the hours and days open. So hopefully we will catch up to that very soon. Lots of programming in April. We were averaging about 25 people an hour. Not too shabby. We had 14 children's programs, 15 teen programs, and 31 adult programs.
Wow.
The children's room distributed 225 craft bags to patrons, and in April they went to visit the pop-up pantry with Healthy Waltham and interacted with safely with over 200 people over a couple of hours for the pop-up pantry event, which was really nice as well. And they gave out about 400 craft bags, I think, at that event. So a lot of craft bag making, but they're very popular. Yes. Any questions about stats in particular?
No, those all looked good on my end.
Okay.
When you talk about people, the what was it, 20 an hour? Is that people coming in to pick up stuff?
People come in to pick up holds. Yeah, so we were at about
Reserve.
we were about 30 an hour in March, and then about 25 an hour in April.
Okay. I know I've always seen a handful when I've come by to pick stuff up.
Yeah, it's actually pretty. It's pretty steady down there. It's
Yeah.
It's pretty regular, so that's not too bad. Particularly because nobody can hang out, right? So you're just in and out. There's a good chunk of people. No new changes personnel wise, even with the imminent the schedule change and starting to allow people in for limited housing on the ground floor. We still have to cap our staffing at 50%. And we still, we do have quite a number of positions that are open right now that we do eventually need to fill. So hopefully with the budget 22 update, when that comes out, we will be able to move forward on filling those positions. But no real personnel changes on that end. Minuteman, pretty status quo. Our next membership meeting is actually next Wednesday. So we had a board meeting this week. Again, pretty status quo. Most libraries are starting to open up for some limited browsing. And it's a slow getting back to normal. The Friends, I haven't met with the Friends since our last meeting, so there's no real change to the Friends. And then the big changes are the Cobit updates. So we, as of Monday the 17th, will be allowing limited browsing on the ground floor, so patrons can come in and do a little bit of browsing and searching through the collection. We moved all the new AV down to the ground floor for patrons. We moved all the Spanish books. Yep, all the Spanish books and a portion of the ELL books for patrons to be able to browse downstairs. So then it's all the new books, all the large print, and then the full teen and children's room. Still can't really sit and hang out and use the computers yet, but we're super excited to let patrons back to the building. And we were able to arrange, with the city and the union to have staff go to change our hours. So we'll have the Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, 8:30 to 4:30, and then the Tuesday, Thursdays, 11 to 7, and then Saturdays, 9 to 12.
That's for June 1st, right?
And that'll start on June 1st. June 1st is the Tuesday, so because Monday's the holiday.
And City Hall has agreed with that evening and Saturdays, and the unions are on board as well.
So there were 2 weekdays where the library opens at 11? It's a shift? Oh, okay.
It's going to be a shift,
I missed
yes.
that.
So we're only really adding 3 hours, to the Saturday, but the shift is there. Part of the problem is because we have to stay at 50% capacity, we can't do as much as we want because I don't have enough staff able to run the building safely. We really don't. We're to be fair, I think we're pushing it a little bit, but we really want to do this. I think the staff have been tremendous about, we're excited to see everybody. It's going to be great. It won't be perfect, but it's going to be great. And we're super excited about it. But yes, we have the full city Board of Health union signed off. We're all good. So we're all a little tired, but that's all good. And then I do want to let you know that we're going to actually close at 3 tomorrow. The mayor has given the okay for that. We'll close to the public at 3 tomorrow on Friday. And that just gives us an hour and a half without having to do any public service tasks. We got to move a couple tables. We need to do a couple of, we have some floor markers that need to be put down, and it's easier to do it when there's no public service shifts. So other than that, we're good to go for Monday, 8:30. People can come on in. We're super excited.
Cool.
So I assume if people, and really it's just as before, if people aren't comfortable going in and picking up their holds, people will go and retrieve those for them.
So if people really don't want to, we would, but the idea is to get people to come back in and get their own holds.
Right.
You know what I mean? We have extra self-checkout machines. We're still doing home delivery if people had, a real situation for that. Because we're not at full staff, it's not like I don't have extra bodies to do both type of thing. So it's hard to do it both ways. So we're really trying to encourage people to come in and pick up their own holds, or to kind of call us ahead of time so we can arrange to leave stuff for people, either to leave it outside for you or to come up with a different plan. But I think it's going to be really great. We have heard such amazing, people are so excited. People have been very, very kind. Lots of nice emails and compliments. So we're super excited to do this.
Great. Quick question on, just to back up a second on the Friends.
Yeah.
I assume that the equity program was discussed with them and the proposal presented.
Yes, and they voted to fund the proposal for the training. I've slightly tabled it just because, and then now we are reopening. But yes, they did actually. They were very generous. It was a great meeting, very supportive as usual, and it was great. Went super well.
Good. I realize what the current focus is for the
No,
all
yeah.
hands on deck, but I just wanted to make sure we picked that piece up because I think that's important work.
We're excited about that.
Great. And has everybody at the library remained healthy? No cases as far as you know?
Knock on wood. Everybody's good. Yeah.
Great.
Knock on wood.
Just off the record, but has everybody here gotten their shots?
Well, you're technically on the record with you.
No, I just meant
Okay.
break
Yeah.
the agenda for a minute. Yeah, good. All righty. Is there any other new business?
Only other new business is just the announcement I had emailed, but the city building, fixing the parking lot. They have the new parking lot across the street, sort of next door across the street from the Boys and Girls Club. So there'll be a new city parking lot right there, which we're super excited about. I think it's actually really fantastic for the library. I think it'll be super popular, and it just means, as things get back to normal, we're gonna grow our numbers even more. We have a lot of fun stuff when it's safe. We're not quite there yet, but we have a lot of really amazing stuff planned for outside this summer. Kind of just very low key ways to reconnect with everybody in the community that we're super excited for. So I think the more parking, the merrier. I don't have any full details on timing or spots or how all those details are going to work yet. That was not available, but it is happening. More parking is happening. So that's huge. Super exciting. Yeah.
Great.
Yep. And then the impact report. Hopefully you all got it in the mail.
Yes.
It's good in print. Alan and I were talking about it earlier. So very happy to get this out there. And it's online. And I actually, speaking of fun plans for the front lawn, we're going to do 2 story walks outside this summer. And one of them is a bilingual children's story. And the other one is we're going to put the impact report up as a story walk so that everybody can walk by the lawn and take a look at what we've done this past year. And Steve had the idea of sort of blowing it up so patrons could really see it. And Shauna in the children's room had the idea of why don't we just make it a story walk? That way everybody can really see it and enjoy it with the other story walk. And I'm sad I didn't think of it. It's like the most brilliant idea I think anybody has had all year. So that's going to be great. We're super excited to get that done pretty soon. So,
I'm glad to hear that. As I mentioned to Kelly, I love the digital version of it, and was poring over it 3 different times. But I'm kind of a physical person in that I love to have pages and glossy and getting the actual print formatted and printed version of it was super, and it was even better than the digital version in my own mind. And it sounds like a great plan to have it as a story walk.
And honestly, it's overwhelming to look at it. Like, I feel like it's got some, if anybody's watching, this is a document that has some heft to it. You know, like this is like, we had a great year in 2020 and it was a pandemic. Like it's an amazing reflection of what we accomplished. So I'm so excited for everybody to see it. And I think just having it out there on the lawn, it'll be people will be really excited to, if they haven't seen it online, they will be very excited to see it in print as well.
I think it's cool because it reflects what a nimble organization you're running, and
Thank you.
great job.
I appreciate that.
So kudos, and it was
Very
fun to get it in the mail.
Good. Thank you. Good. I think that's it for new business on my
Okay,
end.
great. Any unfinished business? Let's see, art ownership. Assume once we get past getting the thing opened and the summer that we'll be working on getting some bids and things
Yep.
as necessary there. Trustee
Yep.
bylaw review. I assume you haven't heard anything back from the law department. And
I have not heard anything back yet from that.
okay.
No.
And disaster planning. Looks like we're coming out of one, so we're doing pretty well at that point.
Doing okay with that? Yep. I've been keeping an eye out for some of those trainings as well. I'm not sure if you probably see them, the state, the MBLC sends them out. Actually, I haven't seen one in a while, but I'd be interested in taking one of their trainings. They do offer a more formal plan for a disaster type of situation. So it's been on my mind, but I haven't seen one published yet. Probably because we are living through one, but,
Yeah.
but I'm sure that they will resume very, very soon.
Alrighty, announcements. I guess the big news is Monday things start to return to closer to normal than they have been. That's great news.
It's gonna be really great, really.
So it's a couple of
we were
weeks.
saying, say again?
So it'll be a couple of weeks at the somewhat open status, and then the weekends and evenings after June starts. Great.
Correct, yes, yep. And we're knock on everything. We're in good shape. I actually feel, I was sort of saying, if we had to open in the next 5 minutes, I wouldn't love it, but we would be okay. The staff has just done a tremendous amount of work to get us, get everything ready. And there was a lot of behind the scene things, changing loan rules and moving things around, and people really pitched in. It looks great, and a lot of thoughtfulness behind the scenes. So I'm very grateful to them, and we cannot wait to see the patrons. It's going to be so great. So great. I've joked around with this before, but my 2-year-old does not really know what a library is, which is a very horrible, weird thought.
Oh no.
The last time she was at a library, right, she was unable to walk, right? She must have been, way over a year ago. So she has no real idea what this place is. So there's so many kids like that. We've seen little kids pop in with their parents to pick up holds, and we've met a lot of babies who really don't know how amazing the library is. So we cannot wait to see everybody, the grown-ups too, but it'll be fun. And, for my own self as well, I'm excited to bring my kids by on a Saturday and let them pick out their own books.
Yeah, no, it sounds exciting. That's great
Yeah.
news. We had talked, since things are in such a fluid state, Kelly and I talked a little bit about proposing meeting over the summer, July and August, just in case, schedule the meetings just to be available tentatively, so that if anything does pop or there's any action needed, that we'd be available to assist in making it official if
It's fine
necessary.
with me.
Okay.
Mhm, that's fine.
I mean, we're all basically just a phone call away, or a
Yeah.
Zoom phone call away, so hopefully it will all be able to work. So I
Sounds
guess
good.
I would ask perhaps Kelly to amend the online a listing of meetings with the clerk's office then to include July and August dates.
Just for you, I'll put this in there and send it out, and I will update the website and the clerk's office, but it'll be July 8th and it's August 12th.
Okay, great.
But I'll send it all out. And I did go ahead and just book out the rest of those dates, the September 9th, October 14th, November 11th, and December.
November 11th is a holiday.
That's what, okay, I thought that was the holiday, and I put it down there because that's
Oh,
the
yeah.
date, and I wasn't sure how you wanted to proceed.
Yeah,
if you
so
wanted to do
why don't
that.
you do it like I actually, I'm gonna be away then, and Maureen, so the 18th maybe on that,
Yeah.
Okay.
is that okay?
Good catch. Thank you.
So I'll update that to the 18th, and then, great, I'll post it online and on the website.
And I suppose at this point, we still don't know if or when we'll be able to meet in the building. As Kelly explained to me, there are the restrictions of 50%, and strictly speaking, it's more important to have staff in the building than us, so.
Yeah, sorry, but although if you're gonna come in and do some shelving, then you are all very welcome. So keep that in the back of your minds. You're welcome to come in and shelve.
Well, are we really? I'd love to shelf.
Oh my gosh.
I'll think I'm back in college.
Oh my gosh. Yes,
Can I ask a quick question?
yes.
Just got me thinking when Alan mentioned about meeting. Is the library going to have any kind of outdoor seating or anything at all set up for the summer? Given
Yes.
where we're at and limitations?
Yes, so we have a loose but amazing plan to do a lot of fun stuff on the lawn. We've got a lot of lawn games that people can use. We're researching some nice outdoor Adirondack chairs so people can sort of sit and group. We actually have a lot of fun stuff. I don't want to give too much away on YouTube in case all of our fans are watching, because I want to leave a couple things for a surprise. But yes, the plan is as soon as it becomes, as soon as we can officially do some of our programming outside and invite people to come in and come outside and hang out on the lawn. And
Okay, I was also just, now will that be stuff that'll come out during the day, come in at night? So that we don't have it walking away?
it will be half and half. Some of it is really going to be too big to bring in every night. But so one example is we've got a very large Connect 4 set for outdoors. It's like an outdoor, like, Connect 4s type of thing. So the I don't know what you call it. Is it a board or the big piece? It's really too big to bring in and out, but patrons can check out the bag with their library card with the Connect 4 pieces. This is my Connect 4 hand symbol there, but right. So it's a little bit of both like that. We're gonna monitor it and see, we talked about loss. I think we're gonna be okay. But we're gonna monitor it and see how it goes. We have cameras around the building. I'm not super concerned about it. I think relatively people are usually pretty respectful around here. Nothing that we got is of such value. We're gonna keep the crown jewels locked up. They will not be available on the front lawn, but most of it's gonna be okay.
Is the ice cream festival going to be able to happen?
We're planning on not doing the ice cream festival right now, just because it's still, the planning starts so early. We kind of had to have a cutoff date. So no ice cream social this summer, but I'm not ruling it out for the fall. Like,
Yeah.
I actually think we could potentially, if everything, I think the governor's saying by the end of August, we should be pretty close to normal-esque. So if that's the case, I think we should
Great.
think about doing something in the fall. Ice cream is good year round. I don't think we need to be so strict.
Good in
about the
cold weather
July
because it
thing,
doesn't
right?
melt.
I mean, maybe not January, but I feel like I would be game for some ice cream in September or October.
Sure.
There's very few months I would not have some ice cream. So yes, we're so close
Yep.
to normal. So
Well, that's great. I'm
We're all
glad to
much
hear your
hardier now.
enthusiasm.
Yeah, we're all much hardier now in
It's
terms of
awesome.
sitting outside. So.
yes, sitting outside is going to be nice for sure.
Well, good.
All right.
If there being no other business, listen to a motion to adjourn the May meeting of the Waltham Library Trustees.
So moved.
Second.
Steve and Martha, all in favor?
All right.
Aye. All righty, motion clearly passes. The meeting is adjourned.
All right.
Stay safe.
Like,
Thanks, Kelly.
good to see everybody very soon. I hope you guys will all stop